So I am going to post a picture here. Hopefully it works. I've never done this before, so I'm working on my technical abilities, my tech skills. But I'm going to post a picture here right after this of a side-by-side. The first picture is of me in 2022. And I believe I was at my heaviest of 8 pounds. And the other picture is as of just today. So go ahead and take a look really quick. So over the last 3 years, I really put a lot of focus on my health, my physical health. And I knew that by getting healthy, now one, I would be here a lot longer, hopefully for my family, my children. That was like the number one thing. Two, I wanted to feel more confident. I wanted to feel like myself again. I wanted to look like myself again. I didn't know who that person was at that time because I had really given up on myself and, put so much focus on everyone else around me and taking care of everyone else that I put my own needs on the back burner for like the longest time. So that was like the moment where I decided, no, I really want to take control of my own life, and it starts with feeling good. So 3, by getting healthy, eating healthy, getting active, being physical, it was going to help me feel better because I do actually have autoimmune diseases. I've been diagnosed with lupus, Sjogren's disease, and fibromyalgia, and a couple other little ones that I don't really think about. In fact, I don't even think about any of my autoimmune diseases anymore because, when I start thinking about it, I start really starting to pay attention or think about all the negatives, or this is why my body hurts, or this is why I'm so tired, or I don't like using it as an excuse, so I try not to think about them, and I just try to stay positive. But I did slide back. See, now I look at these pictures and I'm like, I am not as far along right now as I was in 2023. 2023, I got ripped. But then I put my exercising and my physical, I don't want to say my physical health because I still maintained a healthy lifestyle. I would walk every day, but I paced myself and I reeled myself back in because I really wanted to dedicate myself and focus on my spiritual journey, which I have for the last 2 years. So I came to this point, and I know I did a reading about it maybe 2 or 3 months ago, where I really felt that the reading was also directed at me too. I came to a point to where I wanted to pick up this hobby, this old passion, because I found a lot of peace and happiness in getting physical and working out and lifting weights and doing cardio and just using my body. So over the last month or so, I've really tried to bring in my old passion with my new passion, and I've been working on trying to balance the two, and so far so good, so far so successful. I can't devote as much time as I would like because I still have this group, this path that I have been working really hard towards in regards to helping people and motivating people and learning my own intuitive abilities, and I really want to continue doing that. So I'm kind of easing in to this other part of my life, and all the while still trying to maintain being a mother and taking care of my family and being a good friend and being, just who I am, just being me and enjoying life. So it's been a challenge. It hasn't been easy. And there's days where I wake up and I just get a little bit discouraged. Like, I don't see the results. I don't see like the amount of work that I put in showing up yet. But I have to remind myself that one, you have to be happy. You have to be happy with where you are right now. Love yourself, embrace yourself for where you are right now, which I remind myself every day. And then even looking at the comparison between now and 3 years ago, I know I've come a long way. And that is like motivation to keep going, to keep moving forward. Because am I where I want to be? No. Could I be more chiseled? Absolutely. Could I have stayed with that path? and stayed consistent, sure, but I don't think I would have been able to go down the spiritual path that I did and do all the healing and the work that I did. So I did have to make a sacrifice. I made a sacrifice at that time to focus on something else. But now is the time where I'm trying to like merge all parts of me into one, and I'm walking that fine line of balance right now in my own life. So it's been an interesting journey. It hasn't been easy. You know, there's times where like I said, I still get discouraged, but I know that if I stay consistent and I keep working towards the end goal, eventually I'm going to see what I want to see. But I have to look at myself in the mirror every day and be happy of where I'm at right now. It's also a call to others out there to get physical, get healthy, focus on the things that you're putting in your body. Because I know a lot of people in my life, family members, close friends, they worry. They don't want to see me go down a path where I'm not taking care of myself, or maybe I'm getting obsessed, or I'm not eating properly. But I always have to assure them that my end goal isn't to let myself waste away to nothing. My end goal is to stabilizing myself in the most healthiest physical possible form I can be, physically and mentally and spiritually. Like, I'm not trying to be foolish here. I'm cutting out a lot of toxic foods, a lot of poor choices, and I'm substituting with like all natural stuff. I've been eating lots of fruits and vegetables and drinking lots of water, and I've cut back on the meats, the red meats. I like my red meats and I will eat them still, but I've cut back dramatically on that, and like processed foods, processed lunch meats, chips, carbs, stuff like that. And the truth is, even if it seems extreme, at the end of the day, my body feels better without. I have more energy. Everything feels like it's working properly, and it feels healthy. And that's like the main goal here, is just feeling good and being able to show up every day for myself, my friends, my family, and being the best version of myself I can be, both emotionally and physically. Like, I just want to take good care of me. So it's just hopefully a motivation to people out there to maybe, you know, start working on that. If you feel like you're being called in that direction, it's just simply starts with, you know, changing up habits, you know, snack foods, you know, one little thing at a time. It doesn't have to be a major shift where you burn yourself out, but gradual increases and gradual, like, you know, like incorporating it into your schedule with everything else you have going on. Because I know everyone has a lot going on that sometimes it seems overwhelming. Like, how am I going to get to the gym? How am I going to find time to meal plan? How am I, you know, it gets in our head. We can get in our own head and, like, again, sabotage ourselves and block ourselves from what we want out of ourselves. So if you want something bad enough and you feel called to go down that path, start today, one step at a time, baby steps. Just start incorporating little things at a time until you get used to the new routines and the new lifestyle. So that is it. I just wanted to share that with everyone and hopefully motivate some people. I hope you have a good day. Bye, guys.